万军之耶和华说，在那些日子，有10个人来自各国，不分语言，要紧紧抓住犹太人的袍子，催促说，我们同你走吧，因为我们听说神与你同在。撒迦利亚书8:23。上帝的愿望是用他的圣灵充满他的子民，这样别人就能看到他在他们里面的大能同在。主在信徒生命中的同在应该是显而易见的。当全能神的灵充满信徒时，信徒就不能像以前一样继续生活。其他人将看到上帝。上帝通过先知撒迦利亚告诉他的子民，他的存在应该改变他们的生活。如果上帝的子民与他亲密同行，来自世界各地、各种语言的人都会听到他们是认识上帝的人。人们会从地球上的每个国家来到他的人民中寻找真神。如果人们看到上帝的孩子，他们会渴望与他或他在一起，因为这样做他们就会与上帝在一起。神生动地描绘了10个人紧紧抓住一个信徒，希望能找到神。基督的同在应该在你的生活中如此明显，以至于你周围的人都被你吸引。他们应该希望他们的孩子和你的孩子在一起，因为你的孩子是在敬虔的影响力下长大的。雇主应该希望你在他们的工作场所，人们应该寻找你作为他们的领袖，因为他们知道你在上帝面前是一个正直的人。你的生活和你的家应该吸引人们，因为他们感觉到上帝与你和你的家人同在。你越是让基督在你的生活中显现他的同在，就会有更多的人靠近你并找到他。
God is with you. The Lord of hosts says this, in those days, 10 men from nations of every language will grab the robe of a Jewish man tightly, urging, let us go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. Zechariah 8 verse 23. God's desire is to fill his people with his spirit so that others recognize his powerful presence in them. The presence of the Lord in a believer's life ought to be obvious. When the Spirit of Almighty God fills a believer, the believer cannot go on living as before. Others will see God. God told his people through the prophet Zechariah that his presence ought to make a difference in their lives. If God's people walked closely with him, people from every language and every part of the world would hear that they were a people who knew God. People would come from every nation on earth to find the true God among his people. If the people saw a child of God, they would long to be with him or her, because in so doing they would be with God. God gave the vivid picture of 10 people clinging to one believer, hoping to find God. Christ's presence ought to be so evident in your life that the people around you are drawn to you. They should want their children to be with your children because your children are being raised with a godly influence. Employers ought to want you in their workplace. People should seek you for their leader because they know you as someone of integrity before God. Your life and your home ought to be a magnet for people as they sense God's presence with you and your family. The more you allow Christ to make his presence evident in your life, the more people will draw near you and find him.